If there's one thing the Air Force is going to teach you, is attention to details. There's some checks that they're doing. There's some things that you'll be doing. You're like, why am I doing this thing? Why are they making us do this thing? When they do your checks, which is your recruit living area checks, when they do your progress check to see how well you're doing, a single thread on your shirt can make you fail. It can be frustrating because they marked me down for having a lint. A lint. I have no control over lint, but having a lint on my clothes, they marked me down for it. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chinaza Samson. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you for watching my videos. Today we're gonna go into today's video. We're gonna talk about 10 tips for surviving BMT. Okay, especially as an immigrant. Now this is gonna work for you, immigrant or not. Number one is going to be physical training. You have to try as much as you can to be physically fit before you come in. I'm not saying like have muscle, grow muscle. What I'm saying is like build endurance, be able to go out, be able to, like, when you're doing push-up, you're not going to like die. So when you see your push-ups, your sit-ups, practice every single day. If you can do 10 push-ups every day, keep doing 10 push-ups every day. The truth is that you don't know what you're doing, is that you're building endurance, you're building your strength, you're building yourself. Try and take runs, like jog around your place at your own pace, then gradually increase your pace, okay? But physical training is very important because that's the biggest thing. You're gonna have to do a lot of things that are physically demanding, and if you are not already physically fit before you come in, you're gonna struggle. Like me, I struggled, but I got a hang of it like real quick because I have people around me at BMT who were encouraging me, to do my push-ups, to do my sit-ups, they were helping me. So that's it. Number two is going to be listen before you talk. Like, learn to listen before you talk. Learn to follow others, if that makes sense. So where you're going to a controlled environment. BMT is a controlled environment. Like, nothing is fair. Like, one of my Airman friends that I made a song, she always tells me one thing. When I come to her and I'm like, I'm not happy about this. It's not fair. She's like, well, there is nothing fair here. This is a controlled environment. So when they tell you go, just go. When they tell you jump, just jump. When they tell you do something, just do it. If one person tells you do this and another MTI comes and says, why are you doing this? Don't say, oh, this person said I should do it. Just do it. Just do what they tell you to do, okay? That's a listen before you talk. Make sure that you know how to follow orders, because that's one thing. They're trying to build discipline in you, and if you don't know how to take orders from your superior, that's a problem, okay? So that's something you should start working on. Learning how to take orders from your superior. Number three is going to be get used to waking up very early. So the thing is that with BMT, for 0 week, on average, you're going to be waking up every day at 5:30 a.m. and you're going to be sleeping at 9 p.m. And trust me, between 5:30 a.m. and 9 p.m., there is no siesta. There is no napping. There is no just sitting around and being lazy. There's a lot of things you have to do. You have to keep working. So you have to get used, like, waking up early and staying up for the rest of the day. Do you get? You have to learn how to do that. So you have to practice on how to survive on good 8 hours of sleep, because that's what you're going to get. You're going to get an average of 8 hours of sleep at BMT. So you have to be able to know how to operate on that, because the rest of your days you're going to use it. You're going to be working, okay? I'm not an early morning person. I'm a night person because I did a lot of night shift and I prefer nights to days. So I don't wake up early. I like sleeping in. But coming into this, I had to learn how to wake up, because I remembered I had to just revolt back to nursing school, to boarding school, where I had to wake up as early as 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. in those times. So you're just putting those same skills now on this side, if that makes sense. Number 4 would be mentally resilient. The Air Force is more mentally stressing than physically stressing. People say, oh, it's the easiest branch to join. It's not easy. Anything military, I'm just going to put it out there, anything military is not easy. So long as it's military, it's not easy. So yes, other branches might be more physically demanding compared to the Air Force, but they are not as mentally challenging as the Air Force. The Air Force is going to push you, because one thing with the Air Force is that they churn out leaders like water. So one thing with leaders is that you need to be able to think. You need to be able to be strong mentally. They'll tell you whatever your emotions is, don't show it on your face. So when an MTI is shouting for you for something, they see it. The small slightly face, the tiny faces you make, they see it. So they tell you that whatever emotions you have, don't show it on your face. Learn how not to show your emotions on your face. So you have to keep a straight face, right? Staying positive, that's another way to be mentally strong, mentally resilient. Like, know that, okay, for example, when they are yelling, they're not yelling at me, they're not talking to me. They're giving me directions on what to do and how to do it, but they're not shouting at me because they want to shout at me, if that makes sense. Okay, have that at the back of your mind. Number 5 would be to stay organized. Like, learn attention to details. If there's one thing the Air Force is going to teach you, is attention to details. There are some checks that they're doing. There's some things that you'll be doing. You're like, why am I doing this thing? Why are they making us do this thing? For example, rolling your shirt. They're going to make you roll your t-shirt, and it has to be perfect. You're going to make you roll your socks till it's perfect. And you're looking at it, you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I learning how to roll my socks and roll my shirt? It is the attention to details. Like, when you fold your towels, your lines are supposed to be perfect. When you put your name on your shirt, it's supposed to be perfect. Then when they do your RLA, when they do your checks, which is your recruit living area checks, when they do your progress check to see how well you're doing, a single thread on your shirt can make you fail. So you're like, why? It can be frustrating, because they marked me down for having a lint. I have no control over lint, but having a lint on my clothes, they marked me down for it. But that is because they need you to be very focused, because when it really matters, they want to know that you are able to pay attention to the tiny details. Okay, that's something else you should start doing now, like staying organized, putting your things together. Don't just scatter yourself everywhere. Don't just throw yourself everywhere, if that makes sense. Come, like, put yourself together. Okay, I think we're number 6 now. It's going to be being a team player. So if you're used to doing things on your own, when you come into the Air Force, actually BMT, you're going to be so angry. Yeah, you're going to be so pissed, because when one person makes a mistake, when one person does something wrong, they're going to punish everybody. They're going to punish everybody. It's going to be everybody's fault. So you need to learn how to work as a team. You're not going to say, oh, I did my own right, so whatever this person does is their business. No, you did your own right. Everybody has to do it right together. Everybody has to get it right. They're not going to punish one person. They're going to punish all of you. Either all your dorm or all your flight. Let me give you an example. There was a day they pulled about 20 people's 341s, which is like a paper that they take when you do something wrong or when you do something right. But they took 20 people's own for something wrong. Not everybody. I said 20 people. So those people. But guess what? The entire dorm, the 2 dorms, the male and the female dorm, we were punished. You could be punished for the mistake of one person. So you need to work as a team. When you have that, when you come in with that team set mindset that if I do something wrong, it's gonna affect everybody. It's not just gonna affect me. I'm not the only one who's gonna bear the consequences. Everybody's gonna bear the consequences. So when you have that kind of mindset, now you're gonna try to like make sure you do things right. You're not gonna try to put people in trouble. You're gonna try to like come in and get things done. Okay, number 7 would be hydration. When I say hydration, I don't mean alcohol or fizzy drinks. Water. The funny thing is that we don't know the importance of water. The amount of training you're going to be doing is going to take a lot of water from you. See, dehydration is the fastest way for you to be pulled back in time when it comes to your training. So you have to make sure that you're drinking water every single time. You have to make sure you're keeping up your hydration schedule. The amount of times I drank water in this BMT, I've never drank water like that in my life. But you have to start now to start learning how to drink water. Drink at least 5 liters per day. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but yeah, at least 5 liters per day. It's a lot of water, but that's what you have to do. You have to make sure you're drinking a lot of water for it to flow through your system, help your blood circulation and all that stuff. Number 8 would be staying calm under pressure. You're going to be put in high stressful situation. You're going to be put in a high pressure situation, and you need to learn how to stay calm, how to stay collected, and how to think. Yeah, how to think. You have to be able to think in high pressure situation. During my training at the Pacer Forge, where it is a mock-up deployment, right, where you go, you learn how to handle situations, bomb scenarios, real life bomb scenarios, things like that, an attack on your base kind of scenario. They made me a technical deployment chief, and I was in charge of almost 200 people. And I kid you not, that is the most stressful thing that I've ever done in my life. Yeah, that is the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life. Imagine being accountable for people, making sure that they don't die, making sure that your base is secure, making sure, and you have to think. And then there's all these people screaming different ideas, different things in your head at the same time. Your ability to calm down, to look at the situation with clear eyes, your ability not to panic, not to shout, for you to have yourself under control. You need to learn how to stay calm under pressure. That's one thing it's going to teach you. And the faster you learn it, the better outcome for you during your training. Okay, so when people are shouting, when they're rushing you, when they're making you hustle to go somewhere to do things, you're calm, you're collected, you're thinking right. All those things are for when you're put in high pressure situation. Then you're able to put yourself together. Something else I'm going to say is time management skills. They're going to give you sometimes it looks like an unbeatable time, but the truth is that it is beatable. You don't know how important those time management skills are until you're put in a situation where you'll be surprised how it comes in handy. It comes in so handy. So try and manage your time, break down your time. If you have 5 minutes to shower, 10 minutes to shower, 5 minutes to get dressed, make sure you're doing these things in those times. Make sure you're getting everything you need to get done in those times. Don't act like you are going to a spa. Just take it, you have to be very quick. You have to learn how to manage your time and do things quickly. Not just quickly, because they're not going to take that, because you're doing it fast, you did not do it well. You did it just anyhow because you're trying to beat time. No, you have to beat time and do it efficiently. Do it well. Do what you're supposed to do and do it well. Okay? The last tip is for you not to give up. Tell yourself that I've come all the way to this point. I'm going to keep pushing. No matter what people say, no matter what my MTI say, this is one place where nobody's going to come and tell you, oh, Chinaza, you're doing so well. Keep pushing. Okay, keep doing. Nah, nobody's going to tell you that. You're going to push yourself. Yes, you're going to push yourself. I remember the first time I ran for 24 minutes straight, no stopping, at my own pace. I remember the first 2 minutes were the hardest. I thought I was going to die, but I ended up doing 24 minutes. I started changing what I was telling myself, when I was feeling, oh, I'm so tired, I'm going to fall, I'm going to stop. I started changing it so I can do this. I have 20 more minutes to go. I have 15 more minutes to go. I have 5 more minutes to go. You know, the Bible, this is what I started reading what the Bible has said to me. This is what the Bible said in the book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. It says, you know, be strong, for I am with you. You know, be strong and don't be afraid. You know, he said be courageous. God has said I should be courageous. I'm going to be courageous. You know, I'm a strong person. I can do this. You know, now there is this thing I'm going to say, and I want you to keep it at the back of your mind when you're going into BMT. It's perseverance, accountability, being accountable for yourself and for people around you, resilience, telling yourself that I'm not going to give up no matter what, being a team player. Again, being a team player, being a good wingman is one. And then the last one is going to be self-control. People are going to push your buttons. People are going to push your buttons, especially when you're in a place with 50 ladies. 50 ladies of different personalities. That's 50 different personalities, 50 different ages. You're going to see people who are 17 years old. You're going to see people who are 41 years old, you know, 41 years old. I have people in my flights who are 17. I have people in my flights who are in their 40s. Right? And you could be the 17-year-old leading the entire 50 people. And like I said, people are going to push your buttons. But you have to learn how to control yourself. Alrighty, so these are the tips I'm gonna give you to. I'll say these are the things that are gonna help you when it comes to BMT. They're gonna really help you. They're gonna really come in handy when it comes to BMT, and you're gonna see the difference at the end of the day in BMT. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching to the end, to this point. Keep watching. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Comment. Tell me things you want me to talk about in the comment section. Tell me what you want to know about the military, and I'm going to do that sometime in February. I think I'm going to do a Q&A. I'm going to do a Q&A. I'm going to upload it on my Instagram story. So if you're not following me on Instagram, this is your cue. Go follow me on IG. That is one of the places that I'm kind of active. So when you send me DMs, I don't answer immediately, but I do answer. If you want to have a one-on-one conversation with me, you want me to share my templates on how to go into the military, or you want me to tell you how to come to the US, or, you know, help you with your career, you know, when it comes to what career path you want to follow, you want to have a conversation with me, you want to bounce off all your ideas on me, the link to my one-on-one consultation section is in the description, and it's also in my bio on IG. Go do that, okay? And we can have a conversation. Alrighty, I would see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.